All right, can we just stop down for just a second and talk about how hot the potato farmers are? No, I don't mean hot like that. I mean physically. Very warm season for the Washington potato growers, and we should thank them because summer is a crucial time for potato farming as warm weather and longer days provide optimal conditions for potato growth. Bet you didn't think you'd learn that on our podcast. These families are working hard to make sure you have French fries, to make sure you have mashed potatoes, and it is important to appreciate the hard work of our farmers who help sustain our food supply and don't get the same breaks this summer as you do. Learn more about how great our Washington State potato farmers are. Just go to potatoes.com/farmfamilies.
Northwest Handling Systems is hiring now. Recognized for their industry-leading products, they're hiring field service technicians for equipment troubleshooting, diagnosis, and repair. Entry-level technicians start at $27 an hour with full benefits, plus a $2,000 sign-on bonus. A leading distributor of material handling equipment for over 50 years, serving Alaska, Washington, and Oregon. Apply today at nwhs.com/careers. Northwest Handling Systems, an equal opportunity employer.
Your calendar may show back to school and that summer is almost over. At Kendall Subaru of Marysville, we know Mother Nature goes by a different calendar. There's still plenty of warmer weather to enjoy all kinds of outdoor fun. With nearly 200 new Subarus in stock or on the way, find a great inventory and some fantastic offers on an all-wheel drive Subaru that's up for adventure in any season. Stop by or get started at KendallSubaruMarysville.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Hey girl, what's up with you?
Wait a minute, is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on, just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, it works like this. Let's say a guy approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line on you.
Oi, Sheila.
Oh.
Are you Australian? Because you meet all my qualifications. Chlamydia, eh?
Wait.
You get it?
Jeffrey, that was cute for like 1 second.
Your number one qualification.
After that, whatever you do not report him to the International Bad Accent Police. Instead, tell him this pickup line was pretty clever for a dingo.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like an idiot.
get it.
Get it?
Yeah. Did you want us to laugh harder?
No, it's fine. And that's when you give him the number to the loser line, so hopefully he leaves an awkward voicemail we can play on the air. Voicemails like this one.
Next message.
Hey, Stacy, it's David. I met you at the festival the other day, and I appreciated you giving my number. You me your number, and I just want to invite you over to my place this weekend. I've got this pretty dope setup. It's like a bow and arrow setup. I like built this backdrop myself, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you want to print out like a picture of your boss or a douchey ex or something like that, we can tack it on the target and fire away. Let it rip. But yeah, I'll never say this, but I don't know if you know, but shooting a bow and arrow is kind of a natural aphrodisiac. So we can hit our target in more than one way, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that's so stupid, but I don't know. I figured I'd shoot my shot, you know what I mean? All right, well, give me a call back.
Next message.
Oh boy.
God, that was such a lesson in stop your message halfway through.
Yeah, legit.
Wasn't that bad?
You weren't turned on by that at all?
No, I actually was still even like, sure, I got a couple people's faces I could bring to an archery session. Like, I was still there.
I think we've heard worse.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's give him credit for not being the worst person to ever call in.
Good on you,
We set the
brother.
bar low here.
Next message.
Hey, Derek. It's Matt, from yesterday. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to thank you for the other night. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how I got so drunk, honestly. I mean, I don't know how many Long Islands did I have. Like, I honestly don't know. They're so good. So I just want to again say thank you because you didn't have to hold my hair when I puked out of the bus. And thank you for listening to me when I cried about my ex. 99 times out of 100, I would never, like in a million years, exchange numbers with someone in that state. But you know what they say, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. And, well, clearly you can handle me at my worst. So that's a good sign. Although I will be honest, I have been worse than that before.
Next message.
Yeah, I didn't even bite any security guards this time out.
Did you guys catch that she was puking out of a bus window?
Yeah. But hey, if you're into helping a bunch of drunk strangers, then go follow us on TikTok at Brooke and Jeffrey. We have the top loser line of the week posted every single week on there, and you never know. It could make you smile. It could make you ill and puke off the side of the bus. Let's find out what happens in this next clip.
Next message.
Hello, Alessandra. It's me, Ben. Remember me? You gave me your numero at the fiesta party. I didn't realize you didn't speak English. I don't speak Italian. I'm sorry. You are bellissima. Muy me encanta. No. But you're very beautiful. You like movie? Food? I have dinero, money. Call me cellular phone, telefono. Call me.
Next message.
Oh my God.
You know, he could have Googled a few nice things to say to a woman in Italian before the call, but
smart.
I appreciate that. He said, no. I'm going to wing it and speak gibberish Spanish middle from the heart.
Or he could have just realized she was just pretending like she couldn't speak English. Like every woman has done since the beginning of time.
That's weird. Her name was Kimber.
Yeah.
Not a very Italian name.
Next message.
Hey, Matt, it's Tia. I was just calling because I'm just very frustrated because I have all these plants and they keep dying. And remember we were talking and you said you were a grower and like you mentioned you're like a green thumb or something. I'm like the Grim Reaper of plants over here. Like my succulents, my cactus died. How do you kill a cactus? They live in places called Death Valley. Apparently it's just my apartment. And I don't know if I'm overwatering or underwatering, and I like try singing to them because I read somewhere that if you sing to the plants, like they're very gentle, kind creatures. And then I'm like, well, maybe they don't like my songs. I don't know what kind of music they like. I know I'm not like the best singer in the world, but I'm not the worst. And like maybe they should like understand my vibrational intentions and realize like I'm trying to be nice, and then they could just grow a leaf. Like how hard? Just sprout one. That's all. You know what? No, don't even. Just stop falling off. Keep the leaves you have.
Next message.
Oh, poor girl.
The frustration is real.
I feel that so
relatable.
Yeah.
And next time you make fun of my singing, I'm going to say, you need to understand my vibrational intention.
I want to see what the plants look like in Alexis's apartment. Are they
There's not a lot left.
Not
good.
Plant graveyard?
Yeah.
Listen to
Just
the
taping the leaves back.
Listen to Loser Line regularly at this time every week, and make
So
sure you
funny.
subscribe to the Brooke and Jeffrey YouTube channel. You can hear all the Loser Line second dates and phone taps right there.
Yes.
In fact, we're going to do a phone tap right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Yo, what's up? You know who it is, DJ Scream, co-host of the Big Facts Podcast right here on the Black Effect Podcast Network. Each and every week, myself, Big Bang, Baby J, we sit down with some of the biggest artists and influential minds from the culture. It's all the names you know and respect, like 21 Savage, Lil Baby, 19 Keys, Jeezy, Birdman, Trick Daddy, and so many more.
What made that first project so special? For one, the hurt and pain in my voice on that first album. I listened to it about a year or two. Man, that made me cry.
You talk about trap music, I'm claiming that. Like they talk about the king and all this, I'm claiming to be the queen of trap. Hands down.
Always chopping it up with the who's who of the culture. Tap into the hottest podcasts in the streets. Listen to Big Facts on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
For the streets. Exactly. It's Big Facts.
No cap.
I'm Noemi Uribe. I was a part of Hillsong Church, but I left. And now I'm telling my story. False Prophets dives into a world of star preachers, and we investigate Hillsong's wealth. I've had access to information Hillsong never wanted the public to see. These podcasts are about people who believed in a church that said, welcome home. Listen to False Prophets, Hillsong on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, I'm Coach Bill Courtney from the Oscar-winning documentary, Undefeated. I believe that our country's problems can never be solved by a bunch of fancy people in nice suits talking big words that nobody ever uses on CNN and Fox, but rather by an army of normal folks, us, just you and me saying, hey man, I can help. Our podcast, An Army of Normal Folks, is building up this army that I think can change this country, and I hope you'll join us wherever you listen to podcasts.